This is the Iron Trader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here at natural gas, at crude oil, and then we're going to look at the big oil ETF, XLE. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have the daily chart of crude and the daily chart of natural gas. We'll take a look here at natural gas first. Okay, now what we have here is we had a really nice run up here, higher highs, higher lows. We had that indecision candle, and then we had a series of lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so when this sold off, I said just watch that 8 SMA here. Okay, that was very, very key. Now the next day, obviously you can see where it ran up here, but then it closed below. When it closed below, then you have to do is you have to look to the next level. Now what we had yesterday is we had that gap down. Okay, so what we had here today so far is we're holding this 21 SMA. That's looking very, very good. Okay, so on the upside, we went above that gap, and we went to as high as 2.88. So look at the bottom there, 2.87. Now that gap is filled. Okay, so if it happens to keep running up here, what we're going to do is we're going to look to the next candle here. This is 2.898. Okay, that's just above, and then we have your nice 8 SMA here at 2.944. So we're trading this range, the 21-day to the 8-day. Okay, now if we can get to the bottom of that candle, okay, looking at that 2.98, and we can get to this 2.944, we have to see exactly what's going to happen once we get there, okay? Now, if we can close above that 8 simple moving average, well, then we'll just look to the top of this candle. You're looking at 3 flat. Then we would do is we'll look at the top of here. You're looking at 3.09, and then we have 3.13, and then your big retest, 3.15, okay? So now, once you get above that 8 SMA, now we know exactly what our targets are. Okay, so bottom line here now, let's look at the downside. 21 SMA key, 2.77. Very, very key. Okay, now again, if that's lost here, then we'll come right here to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 2.72. That's what you're looking for. And then here we come down here to this candle. You're looking at 2.60, 2.57. But your big target here is going to be that 2.47, your 200 SMA. But this is a beautiful scalp right off of that 21 SMA here, okay? So we're trading the 21-day, the 8-day, in between. You break up, we know where we're going. You break down, we know where we're going. Very, very simple here. Now trade this range. Don't think that, hey, oh, this is going to go up here, it's going to break here. Or this is going to go down here, going down. Trade this range. Let the charts tell you where it's going to go. Okay, RSI here, well, we're looking good. Now it's curling right back up here. This is still a negative here, okay? See when that green crosses that red? That's a sell signal, and obviously, and that's what we had, okay? So that's what you always look at. On a buy signal, you'll see that green is above the red, and once it starts making a bigger spread like we have here, then this is what you get all the way on up here, okay? So that's what you always want to look at. So today, watch that 21-day on a closing basis. Very, very key. Watch that 8 SMA on a closing basis. Let's see how this range trades. So far, UNG has been a really good scalper. The low today was 1923. And the high today was 1978. Just a really good trader. I trade 5,000 shares in UNG, and then we'll see how it happens if we can get up to there and if we can break higher, or if it sells right down and it breaks lower. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil. Now, this is very bullish. See this 8-day over the 21-day? Now you're heading right on up here, okay? So now your price is, yesterday we came down, sold, held the 21-day, held that 8 SMA, and we ran right into that 50 SMA here, okay, right there yesterday. Now you can see where we're up there. We made a higher high, and we're holding the top portion of yesterday's candle. Very, very bullish. But if you watch my video this morning, I said when it gets all the way to the top, so far it got as high as 80.74. I said, let's see what happens when it gets that retest, that price channel. And what happened so far? It pulled back. Okay, so always watch it. All these price channels are, which are awesome, just totally awesome. I can't tell you enough. They're all they are is tops and bottoms of candles, okay? But what it does is like when we had the sell-off here, on this price channel, yeah, you got the sell-off. But on this price channel, it gives you the resistant levels now. So again, if we can close, the key is close above that 80.62, okay? Then what we do is we just look at the top of this candle. Look at here, 81.57. That's your next resistance. Then we'll come to the bottom here. You're looking at 81.99. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look right here. You have right on bottom of this candle, 82.40. Then we'll look to the top of this candle, 83.30. And then we have 83.91. and then we're going to look at the top of this candle, 84.46. See how that price channel, as that's falling down, now that gives you your resistance levels. Okay, so we follow these candles, but this is going to be a regular stronger resistance, and that's going to be a target. Same with this one coming over. All that is the top of that candle. Okay, you're looking at 85.64, and then what do we have here? 85.64, and then we'll bring this candle here right across, which is basically the top of that candle, 86.18. Okay, and then your big boy up here, 87.67. Okay, so all you have to do here, and these are your big targets. So if this busts above that, we can look at all this, the bottom and tops of candles for your resistance levels, but this is what your targets are, okay? So just put those price channels on there, and you'll be surprised how they'll hit those targets very, very nicely. Now, we had a good run up here, and you notice I pointed out here that this here is your left shoulder, there's your head, and there's your right shoulder. Now, the question is this going to need more time to develop, or is it going to break above and close above that price channel? If it breaks above and close, well, then we know where the next resistance levels are going to be. If it doesn't, then we come down and we watch these support levels. So what we're going to be watching here is this needs to close above this 79.88. That's going to be very, very key, okay? That's that 50 SMA here. Let me just take her down a little bit. And then we're going to look at this 200 SMA here. Let me see if I can get it up. Right there, 79.70. And then we have that 100-day at 79.55. Okay, so it's all right there. 79.88. Okay, we have this 200-day 79.70, and then we have your 100-day at 79.55. Those are all going to be your big support levels. Now, if that's lost, then we're looking right here. 78.35, your 8 SMA here, and then we have your 21-day at 77.51. However, when you get this 8 SMA here and it crosses, okay, just like it crossed here on the negative side, okay, then it pushes that price right on down. But see, when it crosses here on the positive side on the way up, then it pushes that price right on up. Awesome. Okay, very simple. Keep your charts simple. Okay, RSI, look at here. A lot of room to run. 58, you can take that all the way to 70 plus, no problem. Okay, MACD, see right there, the green over your red, that's the bullish. Okay, once you see that, that's a buy. Okay, when you see it below like that, that's the O sell. That's what happens. This is what happens when you have the O buy. So let's just watch this 50 SMA, the 200 SMA, and the 100 SMA, okay? On a closing basis today, let's see what it can do. If it goes lower than that, then you're looking right at that 8 SMA, possible 21-day. Upside right here is everything. That 80.62, okay? Now, I know we went higher today, but that don't really mean dick, okay? You got to close above 80.62. That's what you got to do. You close above it, then we can just start firing off all these targets right here to the upside until we get to the big retest there at 87.67. Okay, let's take a look here at the XLE. Okay, oil's on the move, and this is here XLE. This is the big oil companies. Okay, now this is the easy way how I trade the big oil companies. So this has Exxon in it, and Chevron, and Mobil, and Schlumberger, and you name it, it's in here. Okay, plus this pays over a 3% dividend. Okay, so that's always good. But this is a good combination here of all the big oil companies. Now you can see what happened here. You had a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Okay, that's never good. And then you have your 50-day rolling, 21-day, 8 SMA here. Now, that being said, this looks bearish. Okay, but if we get oil moving up here, okay, look here, your RSI way on the bottom of 38. Look at here, your MACD way on the bottom. This is getting to like oversold conditions here on this chart. Okay, so just watch that. So now what we want to watch here on the upside, let's take that first, is we want to watch that 8 SMA. Okay, 89.31. That's the key. Then we're going to be looking here at the 21 here. You're looking at 90.73. Then we have 90.74 pinned right there. Then what we can do is we follow these candles here. You're looking at 91.27 here. But this is what your target is going to be that 50-day, and then I'll here to your price channel. Okay. Now what we have is you still have a downtrending pattern here. Okay, downtrending pattern. But if this can break up and start closing above some of these levels, okay, like say there would be the first level and this level, you can turn this around from bearish to bullish, very, very easy. But this is an easy way to trade the big oil companies if that's what you want to do. Okay, so to me, I always have a long position in here. Then I just cut her off. You know what I'm saying? Once you can see where you had a topping tail, you know what I mean? This was just always a very, very good trade here. Okay, so here we look on the weekly chart. Same thing. Very, very choppy, almost like a roller coaster situation. But now we're back above that 50 SMA. Okay, so now what we want to do is you want to make sure you hold that 88.22, and then we have right above it here, you have your 21-day, you're sitting at 90.94, and then right above that, you have 91.60. If we can crack all that, okay, get above this area here, then we can take a ride right back up here to that 98.97. Okay, so these charts here are looking. This is looking bearish right now, no question about it. You're on that downtrend, but if you can get above these area levels here, then we can start rising this right on here. But this is an easy way, good way to trade the big oil companies. Plus, it pays a dividend. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little natty, a little crude, and a little big oil. I'll be back here after the pits close, and we will go way in depth on crude and natural gas. Okay, thanks for watching.